Hello YouTube family. I really like this is either going to be a really long video I edit or this will be like part 2. So either you've stuck around for the first part or you're in the second video. I just now that different rooms are cleared out and Christmas is over, I just have the mental capacity to be able to just put up the camera and record when I feel like it's a good moment to. So anyways, I'm 31 weeks pregnant and 1 day. I'm in my baby boy's room. We have a mood board that is very subject to change, but it's like a rough estimate of what we want to do. So the plan is a realistic wallpaper because I've done one real wallpaper before and it was hard. Pale and stick is also not the easiest thing in the world, but to me personally it was easier and faster. Granted, I decided to wallpaper one wall at starting at 10 o'clock at night, so that's on me. But I also was trying to untexture my wall, so I put the extra effort into trying to do it that way. I don't know if it really worked or not, but anyways. So we want to do a light wallpaper pattern up here. I love how much light comes into this space, which is why I had it as my office, and I've been working in here today and I just really love sitting in here. So Max thinks we don't have enough space to keep my tiny desk in here, but I might try to because I'm gonna be spending time in here anyways. I might as well have a desk, I guess, right? So I don't know, who knows, when the baby actually gets here, I'm sure we'll be figuring out an entirely different life and schedule and all those things. But back to this. So I'm wanting a light wallpaper up here, and I want to do from the trim down, but include the trim of the whole door in a more moody, drastic color. And by doing the light color of wallpaper above, I'm hoping it will keep this space still well lit, because it's kind of all at the top where the light should be hitting and reflecting, and then the darkness of the paint color we choose should help keep it grounded below. So there's a couple of people I have drawn some inspiration from. One of them is Megan from Heart Interiors on Instagram. I saw the room she has for her daughter and she did something similar, so I'm going to do it like that, just with a more masculine wallpaper for my boy. So that's the concept that I really like, and honestly everything else I'm pretty much keeping really simple. We're gonna do baby crib, baby changing table, and a rocking chair, and that's kind of all that's in my mind right now, including Roman shades. I'm gonna do blackout Roman shades because I like the window treatments we have. If we want to get different curtains, I'm fine with that, but we already have some window treatments up, so rather than spending money on new curtains, I'm gonna order some blackout Roman shades to help with lighting and everything else. And then one other interesting element is, I'll move the camera, is the fact that I have this tiny TV. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. My rocking chair will be right there. And in my mind, I was thinking, let's say one night the baby's really fussy. What if I just want to throw in my AirPods and watch something on Apple TV for that 30 minutes? It's probably more effort than it's really worth. And I don't really love the idea of the baby getting used to having a TV in his room. So I'll probably end up taking it down. But when it was my office, I really liked being able to just throw up YouTube music or videos or things for white noise in the back while I sat out here looking out my 2 windows and things. So probably should come down though. Either way, it has to come down for me to do the wallpaper, and then I can process what to do with that, but this is something I'm currently processing. Probably won't stay. This buffet, I've got baby stuff on it right now, but I'll show you guys. Alright, so this is a buffet we've had in my family for a very long time. Personally, my mom's fine with it. I'm fine with it. I'm going to sell it because it doesn't work well enough for like actual function. So as a baby changing table, it just wouldn't work really well when you've got like one hand on the baby and you're trying to grab stuff. It's just too old, or it doesn't work as smoothly as I need it to in order to make it like the best functioning space for our family. So everything just kind of sticks and I just don't really want to have to deal with it. It's beautiful. I took a lot of time to refinish it, and I'm very okay with saying goodbye to this lovely buffet that we have known and loved for a long time. So, and the reason why I'm doing the baby changing table on this side is because we've got the closet right here, so I just felt like it would be great for easy access to be able to reach in and grab something if I needed. The closet, I am wanting to like completely do some kind of, I've seen a lot of good examples of simple built-ins you can do without feeling overwhelmed and putting it over the top. One problem I do have is with this door. It's very difficult to open and close. I've looked into it many times, and the top notch is like the same as this one. I just don't really, well actually no, this one has, yeah, they're both the same, so I don't know. It might need to be screwed down further, but anyways, we'll be taking out this dresser. The dresser has like some business stuff in there for me, like receipts. And then I've just got like one little drawer of like books for our baby boy. And it has one old alarm system in there that we've been needing since we moved in to call that company, because we have a different alarm system in the house now. So this is just pointless. So I either need to call them and have them come remove it, or try to remove it myself, but I don't really, anything electrical, the most I do electrical wise in the house is I know how to change out lights, and that's very straightforward to me. Other than changing out light fixtures, I pretty much would want to call somebody. Electrical is like the one thing in the house that you can't really mess around with. It's very dangerous. But I would also say changing your light fixtures are the one thing that everyone should be able to do without much problem. Like, you just shut off the electric and you follow the instructions. And other than that, everything else, to me, electrical wise, you should probably call somebody. So other than that, like I said, baby boy's room is like gonna be pretty simple updates because I already have this rug I love. I was just sharing about this rug on our Instagram because it is a cloud pile, which means that it's like the pile's thickness is really soft and plush, and they call it cloud pile because it's like it's a cloud. So, but it's great because they're patterns you actually love. So this is like my favorite rug. I think it's great for nursery because it's so soft. So that's my quick update on our baby boy's room. I have this light fixture that we love. This part of the medallion I need to paint still. Technically the light is upside down, but I like it that way. And it creates this really nice warm glow that's not overwhelming. So that's an update on baby boy's room. I have a couple wallpapers I've picked that I really like for the upper half. My personal my current focus, at least for January, my biggest thing is getting those core elements done. The wallpaper, paint, and then the 3 pieces of furniture I need, which is the baby changing table, crib, and rocking chair. Once we get those in, I will feel like, okay, anything that, like if the baby arrived early, we'd at least have like things taken care of, like somewhere to change the baby, somewhere to rock the baby. And then, well, and the Roman shades, that I think is also going to be super important. I did find, I did share this on our Instagram. I think I shared it on our TikTok as well, but I found a vintage crib, and I did not know this, but apparently vintage cribs are, now that I think about it, it makes sense. They're not up to code for recent standards that they have for cribs that are made. So some of the adjustments to it are just a little too dangerous for a baby that could hurt themselves. And the crib that I got is a Jenny Lind crib style, which is what I really loved, the style of it. And it was all wood, and it's so pretty. Like, it's a really great piece of material to have, and all the four sides are in good condition. The fixtures to it, however, are older and rusted, so in my mind, I was just going to replace them. I've worked on furniture for a very long time, so I wasn't intimidated by the idea of needing to update some of those fixtures. I was, however, not looking forward to doing it, but I knew that I could handle it. So, Max says when I'm telling stories, I go in and out of breath, but I don't notice it, so my countenance is like running out of breath, and then and I didn't really notice it until I was sharing this story with you guys. Anyways, the crib I like, but we're gonna save it and utilize them as headboards for the kids when they get older. And that feels like a really positive solution change for me. Another reason why I was so excited and I went and got it is because most of the Jenny Lind crib models today only come in black, white, gray, and the wood ones are either always sold out or I can never find them for sale. That's why I was like, and so excited, and I jumped up and drove like an hour away to go get it. It's okay, I'll still use it down the road. All right, as far as pregnancy updates go, let's sit down for a second. All right, as far as the rest of my updates go, I still have the Christmas tree in here from when our friends were living with us, and I had set up the Christmas tree for the boys, and they did like little ornaments. They made some ornaments and hung them on the tree. It was really sweet. Let's see. So things right now that are happening pregnancy-wise, I've had some sleep insomnia, but it's not been too terrible. Some magnesium pills I've been trying. My doctor recommended them and told me what range to look for myself, and so I've just been following those instructions. It's kind of crazy that our baby could literally arrive tomorrow, and I mean, it would be early, but he would still be okay. Recovery wise, like, because I'm this far along, the chances of the baby being fine are pretty high. Life is just gonna be so different in such a positive way, and we've never had like an animal or anything. The first 3.5 years that Max and I were married, we were living with family. We couldn't afford like a place of our own, so I never wanted to get an animal and like make other people we were living with deal with that. And then when we moved, it was our first time having independence as a couple, and so I also didn't want to put us in the position of feeling like we couldn't leave the house because we had to like go back home and take care of our animals, because we were both also working an hour away from our home. So just having an animal didn't seem like a good idea then. And to be completely honest, I really, because we knew we were wanting to try to have kids soon, I was like, I don't want to start that habit sooner than the kids getting here, because then that's a life change that doesn't go away. Like, you commit to an animal and you'll have probably for like 7 to 14 years. A child is for a lifetime. And because that was around the corner, and because everything I do is like very home related content, I didn't want to have to deal with like picking up after the animal. It would have been nice to have because I'm home alone, but let's see. I got let go from my job in January, and then we conceived sometime around May. So it would have only been for a few months that I really was feeling that kind of loneliness. And then once we got pregnant, I would have immediately been like, I cannot take care of 2 children right off the bat. Like that would have just felt so overwhelming for me. So great call. I'm super glad that we've never done that. Helps keep our floors and our couch and our clothes clean. I love animals. I love dogs. I love dogs so much, but it was just a good call for us. So anyways, lots of things changing. My parents have flights out to come see us post due date. I think they were just really anxious to get their flights booked. Obviously, the baby could come afterwards, but my doctor was very upfront about like not having us go too far along, that they don't really do that anymore. When my mom was pregnant with me, I was 2.5, almost 3 weeks past due date, which my doctor was like, they don't ever do that anymore. So I think that the timing my parents picked should work out. If we get really close, gladly. Southwest flights are so easy to change, and because the Southwest hub is here in Dallas, there's just something about when you book flights with the Dallas airport that it's just always a little bit easier to work with than other places we've lived. So oh, let me show you guys, actually, I'm going to show you some clothes. This is one thing I think is super important to share if you're expecting parent or you buy kids clothes from Target. When Max and I were in there, there was this dad who stopped. Max and I were in there recently, and there was a dad who stopped us, and I'm obviously pregnant, and he stopped us and he goes, "Is this your first?" And we said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Okay. Everything you buy from Cat and Jack, you can return up to a year, whether it's been worn down to the threads. They will take it back and you can exchange it or get your money back. One of those 2 things. I think it's exchange and get a new piece of clothing for your child in the correct size that they have grown into." So that was super good to know, because I know baby clothes get expensive. I don't think I actually have picked anything from Cat and Jack clothing wise, but knowing that, it kind of felt like you're investing your money rather than just, okay, you bought more onesies that they're gonna grow out of really fast. So other than that, I picked out some other things. Max and I, this was actually the first time that we really gave ourselves permission to buy more clothes for the baby, aside from the gifts that we've been given. That we picked out certain things that we wanted. So first we've got these little booties. Look at how cute these are. I'm so excited to have a little boy. It's just so fun already. So I can't wait to put him in these. They're just precious. Dinosaur booties. I love it. We picked out this little bear outfit. It's got the hat. It is newborn size, which is crazy to me, because when I see pictures of the newborns at the hospital, I feel like they're like this big. I feel like they're so tiny. But then you see this and you're like, this is for a newborn. That's crazy to me. Either way, it's so cute. So I picked out most outfit things I want to be able to hang. And then for the, when you need tons of onesies and stuff, those are just gonna go in drawers. So I do wanna get baby hangers, but just for the more special outfits that I know he's not gonna be wearing all the time, just like maybe what we take him to church in and stuff. Okay, then we have this one. So cute. It's like a nice little green color. Everything we're doing is, my favorite colors are green and blue, and it's just gonna go with us everywhere we go, I feel like, even when I have a girl one day. I think Max picked this one. A onesie with a pair of pants and this little jacket. And the jacket's cute. It's got a tiny saguaro on it, which was fun because Max and I moved from Arizona. I grew up there. One other trip we did to get clothes was I really wanted to thrift vintage, cool one-off pieces to hang again that he would wear periodically that we could look forward to. We found, Max really liked this like rain jacket for him. This one is cute. I have no idea. The brand is called Sprockets. Sprockets embroidered right here. Then the last thing we thrifted that we were hoping for like vintage items to look forward to is this like little old man sweater. It's got elbow patches. Nothing strenuous, like I haven't spent a ton of money on clothes. Like this is actually all that we've gotten so far for the baby, besides a couple things that some friends of ours have sent us. Oh, Max did pick out these socks. I think this was before we even knew it was a boy. He was like, if it's a boy or a girl, I'm gonna get these for the baby. So we have little Nike socks for Max to dress the baby in. A few of these sent to us from friends, a few onesies with Bible verses. So that's really sweet of everybody to send that. My college bestie is pregnant with me at the same time, and it's so fun. She's pregnant with her second. She's having a girl. Obviously I'm having a boy, and she sent me this onesie for him, and it's Burt's Bees, and it's got little bees on the feet. Like, how absolutely sweet is that? And it's watercolored clouds. Some Winnie the Pooh onesies. So our friends that were living with us, their family decided to order matching pajamas for Christmas. They have a 5-year-old who wears a 6-year-old, I guess, size clothing. They didn't realize they ordered a 6-month-old. It's got this little, on the back it says bare cheeks. And so next Christmas, baby boy can maybe wear it. If he's larger than this, I don't know, he might end up wearing this over the summer depending on how big he gets. This is actually the first thing I got him, was this sweater. I was like, boy or girl? I love it. And I think it's so freaking cute, and I can't wait to hold our baby in it. So these are all the clothes that we have for the baby, and we'll figure out the rest of it as we go. I'm just wanting to get his room set up. I've got some burp cloths. We've got a stroller that I still haven't opened yet. Breast pumps, those were a splurged gift somebody, my family, got for us, so I'm very grateful for my stroller and the breast pumps. Those are huge. We've got some good things going, but we're definitely not like, we don't have the basics of the things that I'm gonna need. Like, I don't have any diapers yet. I'm like, we're gonna need to figure some of that out. But we do have a baby shower coming up, so I haven't really also wanted to get too many things yet because I knew that that was coming up. So, whew, I'm out of breath. I need to eat lunch and I need to edit this video. So that was my quick update on things happening with our baby. Thanks guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next one.